Excuse me. So for Self-Love Sunday, I decided to go live today. Excuse me, there's a really short story that I want to read and talk about, and then if there's people here and they have questions, if they want to talk about, excuse me, if you guys want to talk about what I read, if you have questions for readings or whatever, we can do that. Yeah, let's get started. So I have my old Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul book. Had this since I was a teenager. And I want to read this short story. It's only like 2 pages. And it was written by a gentleman called Kent Nerburn. And it's called Like People First. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So it says here, Craig, a close friend of mine in graduate school, brought energy and life into any room he entered. He focused his entire attention on you while you were talking, and he felt incredibly important. People loved him. One sunny autumn day, excuse me, I'm so sorry. One sunny autumn day, Craig and I were sitting in our usual study area. I was staring out the window when I noticed one of my professors crossing the parking lot. I don't want to run into him, I said. Why not? Craig asked. I explained the previous spring semester the professor and I had parted on bad terms. Excuse me. I'd taken offense at some suggestion he had made and had, in turn, given offense in my answer. Besides, I added, the guy just doesn't like me. Craig looked down at the passing figure. Maybe you've got it wrong, he said. Maybe you're the one who's turning away. And you're just doing that because you're afraid. He probably thinks you don't like him, so he's not friendly. People like people who like them. If you show an interest in him, he'll be interested in you. Go talk to him. Craig's words smarted. I walked tentatively down the stairs into the parking lot. I greeted my professor warmly and asked how his summer had been. He looked at me, genuinely surprised. We walked off together talking, and I could imagine Craig watching from the window, smiling broadly. Craig had explained to me a simple concept, so simple I couldn't believe I'd known it. I couldn't believe I'd never known it, rather. Like most young people, I felt unsure of myself and came to all my encounters fearing that others would judge me, when, in fact, they were worrying about how I would judge them. From that day on, instead of seeing judgment in the eyes of others, I recognized the need people have to make a connection and to share something about themselves. I discovered a world of people I never would have known otherwise. Once, for example, excuse me, on a train going across Canada, I began talking to a man everyone was avoiding because he was weaving and slurring his speech as if drunk. It turned out that he was recovering from a stroke. He had been an engineer on the same line we were riding, and long into the night he revealed to me the history beneath every mile of track, Pile of Bones Creek, named for the thousands of buffalo skeletons left there by Indian hunters, the legend of Big Jack, a Swedish track layer who could lift 500 pounds of steel rails, a conductor named MacDonald, who kept a rabbit as his traveling companion. As the morning began to tint the horizon, excuse me, he grabbed my hand and looked into my eyes. Thanks for listening. Most people wouldn't bother. He didn't have to thank me. The pleasure had been all mine. On a noisy street corner in Oakland, California, a family who stopped me for directions turned out to be visiting from Australia's isolated northwest coast. I asked them about their life back home. Soon, over coffee, they regaled me with stories of huge saltwater crocodiles with backs as wide as car hoods. Each encounter had become an adventure, each person a lesson in life. The wealthy, the poor, the powerful, and the lonely, all were as full of dreams and doubts as I. Excuse me. And each had a unique story to tell, if only I were willing to hear. An old, stubble-bearded hobo told me how he'd fed his family during the Depression by firing his shotgun into a pond and gathering up the stunned fish that floated to the surface. Hi, Bella, how are you? A traffic patrolman confided how he learned his hand gestures by watching bullfighters and symphony conductors. And a young beautician shared the joy of watching residents in a nursing home smile after receiving a new hairstyle. How often we allow such opportunities to pass us by. The girl who everyone thinks is homely, the boy with the odd clothes. Those people have stories to tell. As surely as you do. And like you, they dream that someone is willing to hear. This is what Craig knew. Like people first, ask questions later. Like people first, ask questions later. See if the light you shine on others isn't reflected back on you 100-fold. I absolutely love that. That is so beautiful. And that is what we're working toward right now. We aren't to judge anyone or anything. Go up and talk to anybody and get to know them. Let their higher selves, their souls, who they truly are, come online and talk back to you. And remember, they're your mirror. They're your reflection. You're also talking with yourself. If you're, sorry, I got hair in my mouth. If you're judging yourself or if you're judging or boxing someone in, you're judging or boxing yourself in as well. Let's see here. How are you, Bella? Oh, is it evening for you? It's morning for me. It's morning for me right now. So good evening. So, part of self-love, you weren't able to hear the start of that. Who wrote it? So it's from Inside My Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul book, and it was written by Kent Nerburn. I'll put the information in the description. I meant to do that, and I didn't, but when I end this and upload it, I'll put it in the description who wrote it. So it's 7:30 in the Philippines. Okay, it's 7:30 p.m. Okay, so you're like, what, 12 hours? What time? It's, yeah, 7:32 here in Canada. So you're like, what, 12 hours ahead of me, it looks like. Chicken soup. Yeah, chicken soup. Gotta love chicken soup. Gotta love chicken soup. So I just thought that was a really, really beautiful, beautiful story. Basically, the beginning of it was, I won't reiterate though, like just really quick sum down. The beginning of the story, it was just two students at a university or whatever talking, and he noticed the professor about to walk by, and he turns to his friend. He's like, "Oh, I want to avoid the professor." And the guy's like, "Why?" And he's like, "Oh, he doesn't like me." And he's like, "Maybe he just doesn't think, he thinks that you just don't like him. So why don't you go try talking to him and see what happens?" And lo and behold, the professor ended up being perfectly friendly and kind as this guy just walked up and just asked how his summer was. And it very much is just about giving people chances. Like he said, like people first. Like people first. And then ask questions and get to know them. We tend to make judgments and assumptions in boxes, and we box people in just from first glance. There is a thing about within the first 5 seconds, you've already made a judgment on somebody. Go within your heart first, which is love, kindness, and seeing them as who they really are. The light within you is the light within them. The light within them is the light within you. And get to know them. And then ask questions. And then work on staying without judgment even when you're asking those questions. I'm asking Erik, Archangel Uriel. Hang on. I'm asking Erik, Archangel Uriel, Robin Williams, Archangel Raphael, Yeshua, Maitland, any of them, if anyone wants to step forward and say anything about this. Erik just goes, fucking A. Fucking A. Fucking nailed it. He's saying fucking nailed it. That's what we're going from, headspace consciousness to heartspace consciousness, and that's a huge part of it. I'm starting to go into trance. I can feel my voice is dropping. Erik's talking through me. My voice is dropping. And my mouth's growing crooked. Yeah, I'm sliding into trance. He's saying that's what's fucking happening. We're going from headspace consciousness to heartspace consciousness. And this is a big part of what self-love is recognizing yourself in others and others in yourself, and having that love no matter what. Humans really do have a watered down understanding as to what love is. you guys talk about unconditional love, but then you put conditions on it. And it's not that you're doing wrong. You need to not judge yourselves for it, but that's starting to melt away. That shit's starting to melt away. She fucking questions this shit. Like, she doesn't think that she can fucking trance that good. And look at how fucking, like, she just slid right in. We just did this, like, so fucking smoothly. That was great. I'm so fucking proud of her. I love you, babe. But yeah, dudes, this is a beautiful fucking example of where we're headed. And just remember, like I said, try not to go into judgment as you're asking those questions. Go into meeting somebody with liking them first. Going into your heart first, and because that's where truth is. Because the only truth is love. You go into your fucking heart, and that's where you're gonna find truth. So approach anyone and anything from the heart, and then ask questions. And then again, feel, and then think, and then act within the way that's going to benefit you and all in your highest good. You know, work on the not judgment. It can be difficult, but what makes it easier is stepping back and remembering you've played all these roles as well. And that person is you. Self-love. Self-love, and nothing can touch you. Self-love, and nothing can touch you, nothing can touch anyone. You're able to see that shit in each other. And it's really fucking beautiful. So, fucking A. All right. I'll let Chantal come back. That was fucking great. I'm so fucking proud of her. That's fucking awesome. Bitch, you gotta fucking start believing in yourself more. I fucking love you. You're fucking great. I love you. You're getting there, though. You're getting there. We're working on it. You're getting there. You're a lot better than you used to be. So, fucking A. All right. I'll let Chantal come back. Fucking love you guys. Peace. Oh, I was in a really comfortable space I didn't want to come out from. That was like really comfortable. As I was coming back out, I was just like, oh, I'm like in this really comfortable sleepy space. Not like sleepy bad, sleepy good. I just wanted to stay there. Okay, apparently I just tranced Erik, so that's cool. Hi. So yeah, that's what Erik has to say about that. So, all right, I was going to stay on and answer questions, but I know it's Sunday morning. It's, well, where I am, it's Sunday morning. It's also Sunday evening for some other people. So that means that there are people either probably asleep and hungover or everyone is chilling out for the night and getting ready for school and work the next morning. So I'm not surprised to see that it's quite quiet right now. But I just felt the urge to go live and do this live. So Erik's going, he goes, "You're welcome." And he's like blowing kisses and being all kissy and stuff. He needed that. He just he just pulled you into a hug. He's hugging you. Hi, Barbara. How are you? How are you? You'll have to make sure you go back and watch the recording, because I just slid in and out of trance with Erik, Archangel Uriel. So you'll have to go back and watch that. I'll make sure I post it and whatnot. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, now that we just got another person pop on, before I go, because maybe we'll have a few more people pop on. Maybe what I'll do is I'm going to, okay, so because this is Self-Love Sunday as well still, so I'm going to ask Erik for a message. I'm going to pull a card. I'm going to pull a card for when it comes to Self-Love Sunday. Which one? Which deck do you want me to draw from? This one? I feel like I'm getting the urge to pull from this and this one. Okay. I'm getting the urge to pull from my Work Your Light Oracle and the Mermaids Dolphins deck. Oh, hi, Moana. How are you guys? I hope that you're having a good, is it morning for you guys? It's morning for me. So, Yeah, you'll have to make sure you go back, and there's a pretty awesome little story there. So I'm just asking for a message from Erik, Archangel Uriel, God, Source, all of positive light, all of you guys, all of positive light, God, Source, Erik. What message do you want to give the collective? It's 1:40 p.m. Okay, so it's afternoon for you. Cool. Well, good afternoon. Okay, so Erik, God, Source, Yeshua, what message do you guys have for the collective when it comes to self-love that's going to benefit our highest goodness? Now that just slid right out. Cool. Okay, what was what was that? Okay. Deep replenishment, rest, retreat, rest, and be held. Oh, that's beautiful. I like that. That just slid so gently right off of the cards. I started shuffling and just went whoop, and it fell right out. Okay, so let me just find the page for it so I can read what it's saying. Deep replenishment. Page 64. I'll hold the card up again in a second. Just give me a second here. And now I'm starting to get hot. Of course I am. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm starting to get hot. Okay, so deep replenishment. So this is message for the collective for self-love from Erik, Archangel Uriel, God, Source, Yeshua. So deep replenishment. Rest, retreat, rest, and be held. The most selfless thing you can do is fill up your own inner well. When we are running around half-filled, we subconsciously look to things and people around us to give us the nourishment and nurturing that we so deeply crave. That's what we've been doing. I'm turning into Erik. Erik's like, yeah, go babe. Okay, that's what we have been doing. There's this restlessness that we've all been feeling, and it gives us, it's that longing of something that we're looking for, and we fill it with different things from, TV to food to sex to drugs to coffee to, it can even be to adrenaline, sports, but what it is it's that self-love and that self-happiness that's always there. And it's up to us to, find it within ourselves. So, and in order to do that, there is, again, self-love, and self-care helps with that. So, well, that is self-love. The self-care helps melt into that. So nothing can grow in barren lands. You are no good to anyone if you're running on empty. The feminine is bountiful, fertile, and rich. Tend to your own well and watch as the amount you have to give multiplies. And that's just it. That's what I talk about often too. You have to take care of yourself first, and then you can help take care of others. It's if a plane is crashing, you put on your oxygen mask first, and then you help everyone else around you put on their oxygen masks. And on top of it, healing yourself is also healing the collective. Love for yourself is also love for the collective. Mirrors and reflections, just like I was kind of going off of with the story that I read earlier. So if your inner well isn't full, you will find yourself craving things from the outside world to fill it. Exactly. But the outside is what we're already projecting outward. So if you're holding onto illusion within yourself and you're projecting out illusion, then you're in this loop of trying to find this happiness and this love. But when you stop looking on the external and you start working on the internal, then all of a sudden you realize that self-love and happiness is always there, and you're within it, and you start projecting that out, and now you're not stuck in that loop of illusion, but you're you are being within reality. So this is our body's instinctive way of reaching for the grounding and nurturing that we are not allowing ourselves. What nourishes you? What refuels your body? What is nectar for your soul? What brings you back to life? What is your secret medicine? What makes you feel abundant and fertile, overspilling with life? As I'm reading that, I'm hearing from Erik and Yeshua, Source, joy, happiness, joy and happiness, joy and happiness. That's what is our nourishment. Doing things that brings you joy and happiness. Joy and happiness, joy and happiness. That there is what is going to fulfill you. We don't need to worry about, working for money. We really, really don't. We're letting that go. Erik very much talks about all we need to worry about is learning to control this and balance this. Everything else is brought to us. And It really, I'm noticing it. It really is. The moment I started, I've been like a monk when it comes to money. I do all my thought and energy work when it comes to money, and I've really started letting it go, and everything I need is brought to me, and I get to just be. We get to just be. Just be. Just be. And be within happiness and joy as much as you can. That's why angels fly, because they take themselves so lightly, and they're always laughing. They laugh at everything with. It's not at, it's with, because we're all doing it. We're all laughing together. They laugh with everything. And that's why they're so light and they're at where they're at. It's happiness and joy always, and that's what we're melting into, bringing online. Sorry. My hair's kind of getting in my face. Okay. And then there is the other things too, like it's going to talk about here. There is stuff that can help so stuff that can bring you happiness and joy. So what are some things that can bring you happiness and joy? So for some it might be gardening, arranging flowers, getting a massage, using luxurious essential oils, snuggling up on the couch, hiking, sipping a good cup of coffee at your favorite cafe, attending a woman's circle, reading about sacred sites, spontaneous bike rides, walking along the beach, or yin yoga. What nourishes you is your medicine. When you give yourself the medicine you need to be nourished, you nourish all those around you, for there is more than enough to go around, and that's just it. You don't have to struggle to find that nourishment and self-love. Do what just brings you joy. It could be any of those things and beyond. What brings you joy and happiness, indulge in that. And then remember, again, you do that for yourself, you're doing it for others, and vice versa. I'm seeing the infinity symbol. And then the work your light action, do something that deeply replenishes you today. Do something that deeply replenishes you today. So I'm seeing some questions here. So I was going to pull another card, but let's take a look at what people are saying. The chat's a little active. Okay, so. All right. Hi, Kiwi lover. Any messages from your brother Charles Harrelson, who passed in March? Okay, let's see here. Oh, okay. Hi. Okay. Yeah, that's him. Hi. Okay. Was he, okay. I'm feeling so his energy, he's definitely here. Hi. He's holding onto my hands and he's hugging me, which is, I know he's wanting you to know that he's also hugging you. He grabbed onto my hands, like, I can feel his energy going up my arms hard, because I know he's questioning. I'm like, am I getting this right? Is this him? This is him. Hi. So his energy, he's very, he seems very, very sweet, and very, I feel like this strength and this protectiveness from him. I don't know if this is what he actually looked like when he was incarnated as your brother, but I'm seeing, it's interesting. He actually, so it's either one of two things. He either looked like this or looked similar to this when he was incarnated as your brother, or there's this connection with him and Erik, Archangel Uriel, because he looks, it's one of those two, because he looks very, very similar. And they actually find this really funny that I'm seeing this. He looks very similar to what Erik looked like as my husband in the 1950s. I got a really good flash of what Erik looks like as my husband in the 1950s, and your brother looks similar to that. So either it's because of a connection between the two of them, or because this is what he looked like or looks similar to what he looked like when he was incarnated as your brother. So you can let me know what resonates for you, because what I'm seeing is kind of like, so like medium height, tall, like a little tall, but also medium height to tallish, medium height, stocky, like broad-shouldered, kind of stocky, but like and I'm just feeling his arms just so like protective feeling. I don't really know. And then like shorter hair. See, again, I don't know if this is because of connection with Erik, because Erik had in the 50s, he had this short, like, dark, dirty blonde kind of hair. So you can let me know what resonates. But outside that, I can feel his energy going, they're going up his energy is going straight up my arms and right down my back. which is okay. So first of all, like I said, that's him letting me know for sure that's him. That was like when I'm questioning things and I get grabbed onto my hands like that, they're just like, yes, you're getting this. So I know there's that. And then also, especially because I'm feeling his energy going straight like through my chakra system, up and down my spine. And oh my God, it's going right up my crown chakra. Your brother is powerful. There's something, I mean, we're all equal, but we're also playing roles. And within a role that he's playing right now, he feels very powerful. He is healing. There's something healing and activating with him. And I'm also getting like he's wanting you to know he's working with you like this as well. Like he's doing something with me right now, but this is his reflection of he's doing this with you. He's helping you. He's there holding you. And then he's also going through healing, which is I'm getting the reminder. Erik's going, ding, yes, you got it. It's the healing is again the reminder of there was no wrong, there is no pain, you know, all is good. It's all roles being played, it's all agreed upon, all is good. But he's happy, he's doing good. It's just this is a process that we all go through, and he's still going through his process. So there's that element of him healing, but then he's also working and healing with you. It's very strong feeling. I feel like a very, very close connection with you too as well. I'm seeing like this link between you guys, like twin flames, or like, I don't know, there's something extremely close with you two, but he loves you very much. He's with you. I'm seeing him holding on to you. He's helping heal you, helping you with your awakening and your ascension. He just wants you to know you're not alone. He's there. Very much. It's very much he's there, and he's helping you feel safe, protected, healing you. He loves you. He loves you. Yeah, it's just repeating he loves you over and over again. So let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know if that resonates. Okay. Bella, kind of like codependency. Yeah, codependency, absolutely. Codependency is a big part of that fulfillment that we're looking for. In fact, that's so fun. I'm rereading. I only got about halfway when I'd started reading it, because I was like, there's too many synchronicities. This is ridiculous. But now with where I'm at with synchronicities and with reality, I'm like, this is so cool. This book is awesome. And it's really funny because I was reading this past week. So I just want to go through here, because you're talking about codependency. And they talk about here, so they're like, what exactly are we doing to our romantic relationships? They go, when both partners in a relationship are overly demanding, when each expects the other to live in his or her world, to always be there, to join his or her chosen activities, an ego battle inevitably develops. Because of this control battle, the manuscript says we'll find it very difficult to stay with the same person for any length of time. But remember that while most of society's recent ills can be traced to this restlessness and searching, this problem is temporary and will come to an end. We're finally becoming conscious of what we're actually looking for, of what this other, more fulfilling experience is. When we grasp it fully, we'll have attained the first insight. So I feel like, was there another spot that I feel like they might have been talking about more? But yeah, so it's interesting because we go into, and Erik has talked about this, we go into relationships, and and even with friendships, romantic relationships, friendships, we expect things. Even if we say that we don't, we expect things, and we say we love unconditionally, but then if someone breaks a certain condition, it's done, you know. We are breaking that illusion now. Unconditional love is unconditional love, no matter what the other person, energy, being, whatever has done. It's unconditional, especially because you can see that it's just illusion, and you can see the truth of what they actually are. I've seen my ego, just actually last night I saw my ego, the illusion part of myself, my anger, my hate, my fear outside myself. And it was very much just, I was so neutral about it. I was just like, you are what you are, and I know that you're not truth of what this is, and I have no ill will toward you, and I thank you for the role you've played for me. It very much is like that. We put conditions on relationships, and codependency is a big part of that as well. So, let's see here. And looking for approval from other people. Exactly. Oh, exactly. That's a big thing I'm working on. That's a big thing that we're having, my team is helping me work on is, yeah, you can absolutely ask a question. You know, that's a big thing that we're working on for me too, is just being happy and doing what I want to do and not worrying about what other people are thinking. And, you know, allowing, Eric has said, let me judge you through other people, where Eric, and that's just it, because Eric doesn't judge, you know. So it very much is having out that validation and acceptance of within. That's the big thing. So let's take a look here. Let's see. Hi, Samira. Yes, you may ask a question. Okay, so Samir's asking, why is Babar so down and drained? When will he plan to propose to you? I just heard from Erik, Archangel Uriel, he's working through shit. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's not that I'm laughing. It's just Erik. Erik's responses just make me, because I love Erik so much, and I'm just like, that's such a typical Erik answer, and it's making me giggle. And then I'm just like, can you not give me something more than that? Yeah, you just tickle the bottom of my foot. Like, can you not give me something more than that, though? Sorry, hang on. I need to pull up the question again. Why is Babar so down and drained? When will he plan to propose to you? Okay, I'm just going to throw the time. Okay, time's not linear. And then on top of it, because of free will and stuff like that, it is so hard to give timelines for stuff. I don't like giving timelines. I don't like receiving timelines. When people channel for me, I say, like, don't give me a timeline. I don't want to know, because I've been given timelines before, and like, something that might not work out, but then something else comes in or whatever. So timelines are touchy. I'm getting 2, 3 to 5 years. I could be blocking a bit though, because I get nervous with timelines. But it does feel like it's going to be like a more of a sooner type thing rather than later ish. Why is he so down? And okay, another part of what I might not be getting a whole lot with that too is because, at least how I work and how my team works with me, is they don't focus on other people's shit. They'll focus on your shit, but they won't focus on other people's shit. So I feel like I'm being blocked, because they're just because I just heard Erik say he's going through shit. I feel like I'm not supposed to know. I'm kind of feeling like it's not our business. It's his shit, kind of thing. They'll focus on other people's shit, but not, on like your own shit, but not other people's shit. So I'm kind of feeling like that. Is there anything you're willing to tell me? I'm feeling like this, just on this side, just this heavy kind of dark ball, and I'm seeing it being chipped away. And I just heard we're working on it. Sorry. If I get anything else, I'll let you know. I can just be honest in what I'm picking up. Sorry. Like, I hope that's okay. He was 6 feet. He was a little heavier before he got sick. Okay. Yeah, because I was seeing, like, what I'm seeing is like, it's like this stockiness, and it felt like I said, it felt like medium to tallish. And it really did, like, it started out tall, but then it felt like it kind of got stocky, but then it also, like, I'm also kind of wondering if it's because he also like crouched down in front of me. So his energy went from like tall to more like that because he like moved, and it was supposed to be reflecting that. But yeah, it felt medium to tallish. And like I said, it was a little bit not like I said, not overweight, in no way overweight, but like I don't even know if stocky is the right word. I have a feeling I might even getting the word wrong. It's just I am asking for help with my words. But even then, language is breaking down on me, and we will be able to communicate using spoken word. But I'm in this weird process right now where my telepathy is coming online and language is breaking down. And even like with the help of my team, there's still there still can be a disconnect going from like words in my brain to out my mouth. I'm even having a hard time with thoughts and even being able to form opinions and stuff. So I apologize. I'm doing the best I can. I'm asking my team to help me out, and they're doing that. And the thing is too, they help me in whatever way I'm allowing them to. And a lot of the times when we allow our teams to help, it's very much subconscious. So, you know, I'm telling them, please help me. But then subconsciously, it's whatever I'm allowing them to help me with. So I am asking for help with my words. I love you, Charles. He says he loves you too, and then I swear I heard him say, you know I do, or you know it, or something like that. He's like, it's a very much a you know I love you kind of thing. And he just gave you like a kiss on your cheek. Will it be all right to know if your neighbor's dog Pippin is barking? Okay, sorry. Will it be all right to know what our neighbor's dog Pippin is barking at around 3 a.m. in the morning? Sorry, she keeps barking at the trees in our front yard. I'm so sorry. I'm not laughing about any distress that might be causing. It's just so funny that it's 3 in the morning and she's barking at trees. Because I'm just like, that's so significant. 3 in the morning is so significant, and then trees have been a big thing. Like I'm actually the trees are coming alive for me now. Like I'm allowing trees to come online for me in a way that they haven't been before. As I just go to look at my window at the trees, and even though my curtains are mostly closed, so yeah. Right away, as soon as I was reading that, it's making me laugh because I'm like, right away, I'm like, the animals are waking up too. Ding, 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 ding. The animals are waking up too. So there is some, I'm getting dizzy. Yeah, this is big. Oh, my head. There is something to be said about it. It has to do with Ascension and Awakening. The animals are waking up too. 3 in the morning, even all night. Erik has pointed out, being awake during the night is, when everyone else is asleep, there's not as much chaos and illusion going around, and you can focus and do what you need to do. Plus, with the way that we do, sorry, energy in my mouth. The way we cling to illusion, animals cling to illusion as well. And as we're still clinging to illusion, we're still clinging with linear time, same with animals. And there is something to be said about animals with linear time and 3 a.m. Energy is stronger at that point. And then we're allowing the trees to come online in ways that they haven't been before as well. And I'm getting your dogs picking up on that. Plus, I think I just got hit with Faye. Faye playing in the trees and like teasing your dog and like playing with your dog and getting your dog going, and they find it hilarious. And then there's a lesson in it on breaking down about any distress that nighttime noise is causing. Because again, what's night versus day really? Time's not linear, and the sun and the moon isn't actually the light that's always there. It's part of illusion that we made up. We can manipulate. We can change our surroundings any point like that. So there's lessons in it too for everyone. So, yeah. Let's see here. I just want to know if your bros okay passed last month, please, Cassie. Dang, yes. I just see Erik. He's got he's like standing here, and Eric's got like his arm around him, like behind his back, around his shoulder, and he's got his other hand here. He's like, I got him, we got him. He got it. He's got him. Erik, Archangel Uriel. Yeah, no, he's good. He's with you. He's feeling a little distant from me. I'm getting that he's still kind of in a whoa kind of state. Yeah, he's feeling distant. He's staying a little distant from me. It's from me, and not because there's anything against me. I feel like he's kind of more in an observation type mode. He's ding, yeah, that's what it is. It's like he's observing and he's learning. He's observing and he's learning, so he's not really big into the interaction part on this end. But so he's a little distant from me, but I am getting the feeling of, I know he wants you to know that he's with you and he loves you and he's okay. I'm hearing, yeah, he's in the distance from me, but he's saying, I'm here, I'm okay, I'm happy, I'm free, I'm learning, I'm observing, I'm healing, I'm here. Yeah. You're welcome. Can I get you to tell you something from your cousin Michael who passed away May 17th, 2020? Feel is running out of time, am I right? Right away I heard Erik going ding, 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 ding. I heard, you know it, trust yourself. Erik's going, you know it, trust yourself. What did he, sorry, he said Michael? Yeah, Michael. Oh, he's got like a playful energy. He feels playful and he's laughing. He's finding something funny. What are you finding funny? Just all of this. He's laughing at, it's not, okay, it's not in a mean way. He understands, and there's the empathy there, but it's also, he's tuned in now. He's pointing out that he's tuned into now how we really do find everything funny. And, you know, even the grief that we have when someone transitions, he's pointing out it really is more of the joy that we have of our loved ones. I'm starting to drool. Yeah. Of our loved ones going back home. I'm drooling saying that. So there we go. And it's just, I can just feel him laughing and he's in joy and he's able to find everything funny now. He's pointing out, you don't understand the freedom. He's saying you really don't understand how much we weigh our own selves down, how much illusion we put on. He's saying it really is illusion. But we're melting it away. And with where he's at, it was a very quick melt away and it's very obvious. But he's saying you guys are doing it and he's pointing out that it's really cool. So that's what I'm getting from him. Then he's hugging you and he just said he loves you and he just gave you a kiss on the cheek. Acceptance is a superpower. Acceptance is absolute superpower. Acceptance. That's a big thing. Accepting it. Accepting, you know, accepting how you're feeling, accepting that we have been indulging in this, accepting that we made all this, accepting everyone for who they are, accepting the illusion for what it is, and then allowing it to melt down. You know, like acceptance is a big thing. You know, like Erik points out, if we feel we need to put up a boundary, that's okay too. If you get a prompt to take a call to action, take the call to action. But acceptance is at the same time, acceptance is a huge thing. Absolutely, acceptance is huge. Hi, Christina. How are you? Bella. Yeah, our family can't sleep because the dog keeps barking for an hour. Okay. Yeah, there's a lesson in that. And actually, I'm getting also there's a reason why you guys are being kept awake as well. You're not supposed to be sleeping at that point. Ding, 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 ding. All things work for you, not against you. There's a reason why you're not sleeping as well. You're supposed to be awake. So your dog is having her own spiritual awakening too. It's making me laugh. Yes, I'm getting what she is as well. I think she's seeing something. I'm so happy it's fairies. I hope they're kind fairies. And that's just it. The thing is remember, energy only places we allow it to, and that even comes into when it comes to Fae and galactics and all that. I'm getting very much. I just got a visual of Fang going, oh, we'll play evil if you want us to, you know, like they're just like energy. Energy's like, oh, we'll play however you want us to. We'll play however you want us to, because it's playful. We're not here to play in the form of chaos anymore, but you know, it's your movie and they're accepting the role, whatever role that we give them. You know, and so no, it really is. You ask to see what the truth is, and it always is. It's always, and it really is. I can feel the love in the play. It really is. And you guys know, for anyone who follows me and watches my stuff, you guys know I won't play it any other way. I've been down and through that rabbit hole and I've come out the other side. It really is. Everything is all works for us, not against us. All roles being played that in ways that we ask them to. So no, they're definitely good. It's just allowing that to be online. You know, if you're feeling something's not good, then take a step back and do some thought and energy work. Let yourself feel it, and talk with your team about it. And I mean, you can always call in for shielding and protection too. I do that every once in a while because I still cling to illusion. But no, I'm getting it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So, we also be able to connect to spirit in this lifetime. I'm not sure which clairs I have. I'm getting ding, and I also got you already do. I mean, technically we all do. It's just a matter of if we're aware of it or not. Okay, seeing and feel. Oh, because they're just like, oh, just wait and see, and you'll feel it. And I'm just like, seeing and feel. Oh, seeing and feeling. Clairaudient and clair. What is it? Sentient. I always get them all mixed up. I mean, the thing is, but that's just it. Everyone has all abilities. Everyone has all the clairs. Everyone does. It's just a matter of bringing them online for ourselves. And I'm getting that you are doing it. So, yeah. Oh, you're very welcome, Barbara. Is Moana starseed or what is she? Can you ask Erik? It's actually, what's really funny is I saw a post this morning. It's really funny you're saying that because I saw a post this morning talking about what starseeds are and like descriptions. Like if you fall into this stuff, like there's a chance you're a starseed. And I almost made a post, but then I didn't. I almost made a post saying we're all starseeds. Every single one of us are starseeds. And Eric's laughing and he's going ding, ding, ding. Because when we zoom out, the thing is absolutely, we've all played all these roles. We're all galactics at the same time. I know it I know what you're asking in what form as well. And Erik, I can't really use even with asking for help, I can't put into words in what I'm trying to say, but I get like within the role, specifically, and, kind of playing within the illusion of the separation and what we're doing and how we're playing in this. And, I'm getting a yes. I'm also getting hit with how, kids now, and as each new set of children come in, they're coming in with more aware and more awake to the point that they'll have their full awareness and full abilities. That's what we're transitioning to. And I'm getting that she's a little bit of an example of of how kids are coming in more awake too. So I hope that answers your question. So that being said, I think you're very welcome, Bella. I think that being said, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys for joining. I love you all very much. And yeah, like I said, make sure you guys, for anyone tuning in now, make sure you go back and watch this after when I end this and I make it public, because I tranced Erik. Erik slid in through trance earlier. Didn't mean to. He just slid right through. So I did trance Erik, and we read a little bit of a short story which got us talking about self-love, and seeing the light in others is also seeing the light in yourself, and seeing the light in yourself is seeing the light in others. We're all mirrors of each other and whatnot. So yeah, make sure you rewatch it, because I do trance Erik there for a little bit. So did not expect that to happen. It just kind of started happening, and it did. So yeah. All right. And if you guys feel ever that what I'm doing is worth any tips or donations, I would super appreciate it. The link is always in the description of my stuff. Please consider liking and subscribing as well, sharing. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you all more than I can say. This stuff's real, guys. It's real. And I definitely still have my struggles. This past month has been extremely hard for me, and I was very much in a mode of, I don't think I can keep doing this. At the same time, I do stick through it, and when I get through those waves, things are so much stronger, and I've got so much more love and abundance than I ever have. Just the other day, I ended up giving a homeless man and then one of my good friends some money, and it only ended up being like $34 in total I gave away, and I was in my overdraft, and I was just like, no, I just need to have faith it's going to come back, and I'm okay. It's only illusion that I'm lacking in abundance. And the next day I had people buying my stuff, and then my friend paid for a trip for me to come visit her a few provinces away, and I'm leaving this week, and I'm going for a month. You know, this stuff's real. It's very real. I have never had this kind of love, help, support, abundance in my life ever. Like I said, I actually have a little bit of money in my savings account. I've never had money in my savings account up until now. So this is real, guys. It's real. And, you know, it's Erik is right. Our only job is to work on controlling this and balancing this and surrendering. Trust, exactly. You hear trust, exactly. Trust. It is trust, faith. Do all things with love and kindness. It can be hard. I cling to it. I got very angry about some stuff this morning myself, but I came out of it, and I'll do the thought and energy work on it and keep blasting up. We got this, you guys. All right. I love you all very much, and as always, have a wonderful now. Bye.